You're watching SABC News live from Johannesburg. Your headlines at 6.
There will be a regular report to Cabinet by the Ministers of Water and Water and Sanitation to ensure that Cabinet can see what improvements are we making with regard to water.
Deputy President Paul Mashatile has addressed the National Council of Provinces, placing a sharp focus on the urgent work of the Water Task Team and the need for greater accountability in municipal management. It comes amid tensions when they're remaining high in Johannesburg, where residents of Westbury and Coronationville are demanding urgent action over ongoing water shortages.
They seem to suggest that they have a right, effectively, to veto the documentary. If they said no, the documentary wouldn't be published. But there is no subject who has any entitlement to veto a story about them.
The High Court in Pretoria is set to decide whether Thabo and Nandipha Magudumana can stop Netflix from releasing the documentary series Beauty and the Bester amid questions about convicted individuals' rights to control their public portrayal.
Our engagements today made it very clear that while we have a problem of resources, we also have a problem that should not be a problem.
The Human Rights Commission has slammed the Eastern Cape government for failing to devise practical solutions to deal with malnutrition-related deaths among young children in the province.
We cannot do our job without the public's help right now. The public has answered our call for action. So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips.
Investigators in the USA have released images of a person of interest in the fatal shooting of the conservative activist Charlie Kirk. No motive for the shooting has yet been publicly discussed.
And coming up in your morning live sports, South African Football Association President Jordaan and his co-accused will be back in court today. Jordaan, SAFA Chief Financial Officer Ronnie Hluyo and businessman Trevor Neethling face charges of fraud, conspiracy to commit fraud and theft.
Well, a very good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. And of course, another working week draws to a close. I'm Sakina Kamwendo here with the entire gang. Leanne Manus, Stacey Holland, and of course, Joel Guy. And we also have Ayanda Nyati, who's out in Kruger National Park. He's also there for us, up bright and early. There's Ayanda. He's not wearing a Springbok jersey, but hey, morning to you too, Ayanda. So we'll get back to him shortly in the show.
Lucky fish, he's out in the Kruger National Park. Nice life.
That is good.
Talk to us, guys. I mean, we are now, it's the men and the women
taking
all
on
against
the
New
All Blacks.
Zealand.
Yeah, I know, the All Blacks and the Black Ferns actually all up against New Zealand.
My nerves are shot. I can imagine they're feeling nervous.
No, I was looking at some of the stats because if we win, obviously we'll retain the Freedom Cup, which we won for the very first time last year since 2009. So it's a lot on the line for us. It's not just a normal match. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then obviously for the women, making it through to the quarterfinals is huge. But we can't also forget that this weekend is the MTN 8 Orlando Pirates versus Stellenbosch FC.
That's in Bombela.
Yes, Joel. What is the weather going to be like there?
Well, it looks like it's going to be perfect weather, just the heat. But in terms of rain, it's going to be dry. Might get a bit of rain later, possibly after the match.
Okay. Am I allowed to do this? I know. Just rub it in a little bit. Hey, come on, Pirates, go boys! Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay,
we're celebrating the boss. That's who we're supporting this weekend. But of course, you know, it's a bumper sporting weekend once again. And not forgetting our sign language interpreters this morning. We've got Mpoteme, and she'll be alternating with Trifosa and Selengwi throughout the morning. So, lots to come.
Yep, lots to come.
All right, let's get on with it. I've got your top stories. Let's get into our first news bulletin.